Hello everybody and welcome to my channel. This is Martina and I'm so excited to share with you my latest journal. The name of this cutie is Boho Glam, because with this journal I wanted to celebrate the boho lifestyle, the spirit of freedom. I have included pretty vibrant colors and wonderful textiles. Yeah, let me go right into it. You see, she has been closed, or she is closed with a bow from sari silk in this really pretty sunshine yellow color, which gives it this warm tone. When I open it, and it's loose, so you can use it or you cannot use it or whatever you want, because of course this cutie is available in my Etsy shop. So if you want to have a look, please go ahead. So now you see her in her complete beauty. I have used a pretty fabric from India, which I have sewn on this purple colored cotton, and I have added another cotton layer to give it a little bit more body. Then I have added this really pretty sari ornament with this wonderful blue beads, and I have also added this border. So I think it's so pretty, and on top of it there's a little blue feather to give it this nice and playful look. And when I call her Boho Glam, it means that I'm combining the two elements. I'm combining the boho style plus bling bling and a little bit of glamour. So now let's turn, and you see the sequins of this, or sequins of this pretty fabric. And on the back side I have created a pocket from a sari trim, added another border on top, and have made it into a pocket. And in this pocket there sits a pretty journaling card, which I have fancy stitched around. Have a look to this pretty fabric. Now, before we go into it, I would like to share with you the dimensions. So it's a little bit smaller than my usual journals. So she measures 17 centimeters times 14 centimeters, and she comes with a 6 centimeter spine. Inches means 6 3/4 times 5.5 times 2.5. Okay, let's go into it. And you will see it starts relatively modest, but don't get mistaken by that. So that's the look on the opening. And on the right hand side I have created a pocket or an envelope or a flip out from using decoupage technique, and I have added some glitter onto it and some varnish, of course, so that it's really resistant and cannot tear. And I turned it into a pocket, and in this pocket there's another journaling card, which also carries a little feather, which you can take off if you don't like it. So because I think feathers are also a kind of a symbol or element which is used in the Bohemian style. When you turn this, then you see there's a wonderful vibrant colored belly band, and behind this belly band, of course, another journaling card, which also has this wonderful purple colors. And the inside of this journal has been created by using some brocade fabric, which changes the color depending on how you look. So it's changé. I don't know how you say it in English. So it changes the colors. It is pink and it is purple. On the right hand side it's vellum, which is printed with some, as I say, modest print. And then you turn it and you come into the first of the 5 signatures. And I have to tell you, it's, as I said, 5 signatures, and back and forth, front and back, it has 132 pages, and I think about 60 text journaling cards whatsoever. So I have added a pretty pink lace for decoration purposes, and when you turn it, then you see there's a collage from different pictures which shows a Bohemian lady, and it's also fancy stitched around on a piece of paper which I have coffee dyed and color dyed and added some gold waxing and whatsoever. On the right hand side, another feather, a tag which I have created using decoupage technique, and it sits in a sari trim pocket, and here I have added this really pretty emerald green sari silk and made a ruffle out of it. Here there is washi tape with some glitter, and on this page you see some pictures of a peacock. So peacocks is also an element which does appear in this journal, and you see that this is a tag, or this is a pocket, and here there's another pocket. So some few pockets where you can hide things or do whatever you want. So on this next page on the right hand side, another pocket with some gold and off-white colors, which gives it a kind of a precious look, and therefore I called it Boho Glam. And I have added tags and journaling cards, and I have also golded, put some acrylic paint in gold and pink on this one to give it a little bit more glam. So most of the pages in this journal are coffee dyed. I have also used, as you can see, some pastel colored pages, and I have also done some further page creations, as you will see as we go along. One of this, as I called page creations, you see here, this is coffee dyed, heavily coffee dyed paper, which I have stenciled with some flower motifs, and then I have gold waxed it, and you can flip it out and you can use it for writing. And I also love the backside because it has this really pretty pattern, I think. Here there's a little piece of paper which I have colored with some brushes. This is embossed paper, and I have added some distress ink or distress ink on it to give it this peacock colors, this blue and green and also a little bit of pink. Stamping here, this is a little mandala. This is a butterfly which I have created. And here you see another of my self-created papers, and again this is coffee dyed and gesso dyed, and then also stenciled and some gold waxing. And this journal has 5 signatures, and on 3 of the 5 signatures I have added a little decoration, as you can see here, and this is a little bead and a paper bead which I have created, and the spine has been bound. The signature has been bound with this purple colored cotton, because it fits so nice to the fabrics that I have used in this journal. So this is an empty page, and there are some empty pages as well, despite the fact that it's quite heavily decorated. So you can still use it for writing, and of course if you take off or out the many tags and journaling cards, then it's even easier to write in there. This is pressed flowers, I think Pansy or so any they are called, and I have Mod Podged it so that it does not tear, so it's robust. On the next side, what you see here is again a silk sari trim, which I have further decorated with some lace, and inside there is 2 tags, one bigger one with a peacock and a smaller one with with William Morris design. And it all sits on a cardstock which has this wonderful ornaments. Here there is another belly band, and in this belly band I have added another journaling card, and which I have further decorated with some ruffles, and it's the same sari silk which I have used for tying this journal with this bow in the beginning. And on the back side, because you can see from behind, you can see this one, I have added some washi tape in this nicely matching colors so that it does not disturb the picture. Now we are at the end of the first signature, and what you see here, this is another collage which I have used, adding together different ornaments, different pictures, some brocade, and I also have turned it into a pocket, and in this pocket there is another smaller tag, and this tag also has a pocket on the back side, and in this small pocket on the back side there's another peacock element. So, and this is the back side of the first signature and the vellum. Now we come to number 2, and number 2 starts with a wonderful picture of a peacock, and I have used this really pretty Indian trim to further decorate it, and it's exactly the colors which peacocks do have. So on the next page, what you see here is a big journaling card, which is also decorated with some lace, and it shows the picture of a Bohemian lady, and it all sits in a pocket, and the pocket has been attached to this wallpaper, and the wallpaper has the look of a faded carpet, I think, a carpet or tapestry, so therefore I have added it here. Again, ruffles from sari silk in these blue tones and heavily fraying, fabric pocket, and in this fabric pocket there are 2 tags and a journaling card, and there is a lot of decoration. As I said, boho glam. On the next page there are some journaling cards, bigger ones, one bigger one and a smaller one in this tuck spot. And if you don't like fraying, then this is not for you, I have to say, because sari silk usually frays quite a bit. So there's another pretty picture, which I have also further decorated with a stamp, also stamped here in pink, and then here is an envelope. When you open this envelope, so it's this origami technique, when you open it, there's another journaling card inside. Small one, and almost all of the journaling cards and tags I have used in this journal I have sewn around with different kind of stitches. This is eco-dyed paper, as you can see on the pattern of the leaves and the petals. Some special paper here, nice trim with some beads, bead decoration, flower motifs. On the next side, this is also, I think, a very pretty page, because it comes in green, in different shades of green. Here you have lace attached, a lace curtain, you can turn it. And then you see here there's another journaling card or another tag. And I have added some fabric to create another belly band. And there's another smaller journaling card inside, and it all sits in this really pretty pocket. And on the right hand side there's another picture of a Bohemian lady, and it comes in this greens and blues, and it nicely matches the page I have used here from a digital paper and this wonderful pocket over there. So this is again this eco-dyed paper. Here this is a paper clip. Oh, this is not a paper clip, but this is sari trim with some very nice beads, but I have turned it into a paper clip, which I like to turn, and you can see the beads, really pretty. And I have used it to attach this tag or journaling card, which I have created by collaging different elements, old book paper, pictures of a lady, lace and butterflies, and it all sits on this really pretty cardstock paper here. Let me just attach it back. So, like this. Here, this is a smaller pocket, and in this pocket there sits another tag and this journaling card, and this journaling card also shows a peacock. And here on this page I have made a ruffle from coffee-dyed paper, which I have then sprayed with some glimmer spray to give it this purple and blue color. And from the back side I have added another journaling card which I have glued on. So this was number 2. And we come and look at this peacock on the back side. And now we come to number 3, which also starts with some vellum, because I love this vellum in this combination, in this Bohemian style journal. I think it really conveys the spirit of the Bohemian lifestyle. And the next page also has been heavily decorated with some gold trim and some lace. And this is a wonderful digital paper from MedievalMirage. I have used some of them throughout this journal, and I have used also digital paper from other artists, and I hope I will remember them once we come to the pages, and if not, then I will name them in my Etsy shop or in my YouTube. Yeah, here there is a transparent pocket, because as you might know, sometimes I love to use it, because if I have a wonderful, like this one, a wonderful piece of digital paper and I don't want to hide the motif, then I use this transparent paper or transparent fabric, and inside I have added 2 really, really pretty journaling cards, which I have further decorated with some sari silk. So there's a lot of silk in this journal. And a pretty trim over here. This is gift wrapping paper, which I have glued on another piece of paper because it was quite thin, and I think the vibrant colors, they match so well the Bohemian spirit or the Bohemian lifestyle. On the back side, what you see here is a side pocket, or a pocket which I have created from sari trim, and inside there is a journaling card and a tag, and here there's also a little feather. On the opposite side, another ruffled piece of paper, and inside this pocket there are 2 journaling cards. This is again paper which I have created by doing some stenciling with coffee dyed paper. This is tracing paper which I have coffee dyed, which gives this nice sound. Here I have used again some lace in really, really strong pink with this flower motifs, and of course you can flip it. And you have another nice picture from MedievalMirage. And when you turn this, there is a pocket which is also created from some very nice and glittery special paper, and in this pocket there is another journaling card which has this really pretty motif, and I stitched around it with this fancy stitch, which I do fancy so much currently. A little tag, flower, again some washi tape. What you see here on the right hand side is a picture of a Bohemian lady. You can turn it, there's a little pocket, and in this pocket there is another tag. Another picture of a Bohemian lady decorated with a butterfly. You can also turn it, and then you see matching this paper there are 2 tags, and in 2 different pockets. This is also pretty, I think. On this side, on this page, I have used fabric, which I have decorated with some gold trim, and I have added the picture of a flower bouquet, which I have varnished with some acrylic paint so that it's really robust. So this is again this vellum, this is the stenciled paper, again some coffee dyed paper here. This is a pocket where I haven't put anything in because it's already quite full. And on this back side there's another envelope, again origami technique, and it so nicely matches this vintage sari trim which I have turned into a belly band. Look at this, it's almost not identical, but it's quite comes quite close in terms of color. And when you open this little envelope, of course, there is another tag inside, also matching the colors. I love to play with colors and with fabrics and with different material. I think this really makes journaling or journal making so much fun and so creative, because you can combine things which you never thought you could combine. Again, this vellum paper. So this is number 4, and number 4 starts again with some very pretty peacock picture, which I have further decorated with this emerald green sari waffle. On this inside there is a collage which I have made from different material, which I have also gold waxed, or I think it's acrylic paint, which I put around, and it all sits on a self-created piece of paper, which comes from, as I said, coffee dyeing, color dyeing, gold glittering, whatsoever. So it gives this nice colors, and then I have added again this decoration here, so that I have this round shape. This is sari, but not silk. It's a different material, but it's so nice. The colors I love so much, and it's fraying as usual. Again, one of the papers which I have created by this coffee dyeing and gesso work and stenciling and so on. And this sits here. It has been turned into a pocket over there. There's a nice journaling card with a blue butterfly. And there's also a blue butterfly on the opposite side. And they are sitting together here in harmony. Now we come to a series of flip outs. And the first one is a flip out with a window. And why doesn't it come out? And in this window there is a journaling card, which you can take off, of course. And it shows some... oh, you cannot see probably. It shows some flowers. When you turn it, then there's a little pocket here with a little journaling card and another tag, a very pretty tag, which I have further decorated with some vintage lace. And here there's another pocket behind, and in this pocket there is another picture of another butterfly. There are quite some butterflies in this journal, I realized, because I think in some of the digital papers, Bohemian style digital papers, the butterfly does play quite a big role, so therefore it appears here. And of course, as you might have seen already, of course you did, the color green and blue and teal is also quite prominent, like you see here. And here. And what you see here is also a combination of 2 different journaling cards, which I have glued and turned also into pockets. And in this pocket, yeah, is a little tag and another journaling card, which is further decorated with some sari silk. And here's some lace, of course. This is some pretty paper showing a kind of a, I think you call it dream catcher. This is wrapping paper, which I have included because I love this pink, and the pink corresponds nicely with this colors here and with the colors over there. So here again, of course, a butterfly, and the butterfly also carries 4 pockets, and in these 4 pockets, each of them has one of my self-created tags, which all come in different designs, but all of them, all of them do have some glitter on it, so it's really nice. I show you one so that you can have an idea. It's also embossed, and all of them have this purple or pink colored trim over there. This is one of the flip outs I love to do from time to time. You can turn it like this, then you have bigger writing space, and inside there is this very small tag which also carries some little sari ruffle. You have further decoration. If you don't like it, take it off, doesn't matter. So, some stamping. So there is another envelope, and this envelope I have, from the inside I have covered with this nice gift wrap, and inside there's another journaling card. Yeah, there are many journaling cards there, which you of course can also use for journaling or for decorating, for whatsoever. And here you can have another look on this self-created piece of paper which I added over there. Now we are almost at the end, so this is the last signature, and the last signature has been using this MedievalMirage digital paper, and I have also added two layers of trim in gold and in this wonderful green and maroon color. Another pocket, and in this pocket there are two elements. A bigger journaling card and a smaller one in a heart shape. Decoration over there. Again, here some decoration, some special paper there. Here I did some decoupage from a napkin, and I have done some Mod Podging on top of it so that it's again resistant. Added some lace on a piece of paper which I have stenciled by coffee dyeing. And here again, this shows some butterflies, as you can easily see, and it's an envelope. It comes from Paper Cameo, and inside this envelope there is another picture of a Bohemian lady, and I have attached it with a paper clip. So another decoration here. This is again eco-dyed paper, coffee-dyed paper. Here there is a smaller piece of paper which I have decorated with some sunshine yellow ruffle. And I made a pocket, and here there's another journaling card, and it's the Gypsy Astrology Fortune Teller. And here this is a paper doily which I also have colored, also using some glitter and gold and some other colors, and it matches nicely the stenciling which I did here. It is also turned into a pocket, and in this pocket there is another journaling card which also has another small belly band and a piece of sari silk. So, fortune teller, we mentioned it already. When you turn this page, there is attached with a paper pin, there is another bigger, this is a postcard, and I have attached on this postcard a small collage from different pieces of paper, and it's all about fortune teller, and it says, what will the future bring? We don't know. So, it's all in green, and here again I did some stenciling with green and blue colors so that it nicely matches overall, and this is the center of the last signature, and I have used a very, very pretty piece of paper, piece of digital paper in the center. And also, as I have mentioned before, I have also added some decoration on the thread I have used to bind in the signature. Of course, if you don't like it, you can cut it off. So there's another stenciling. This is the back side of this paper doily, also a pocket, and there's another journaling card in there, or tag in there. Another butterfly. I could have called it Bohemian Butterfly Glam also. Okay. So this is really, really pretty sari trim, which is vintage, and therefore it's a little bit stained, but I think it gives it the character, and therefore I didn't try to remove the stains, I just kept it. And it's also turned into this kind of a flippy out. As I mentioned before, I have further secured it with washi tape, and I have added a piece of journaling card which is also decorated with this sunshine yellow sari silk. go back. So, another further picture of a peacock lady, apparently. This is the stenciling, and now we are at the end, and the inside of the back side also carries a tag, and this tag I have created by collaging different material. I've added an applique on top of it. I did some gold waxing, and the back side has been decorated, or has been covered with some vintage book paper, and it's also, I think it's a kind of a love letter, which is in German, so therefore probably most of you won't be able to read it. So yeah, and this is, you saw this already, the back side, and the back side was this journaling card. This is Bohemian Glam. No, Boho Glam. It's Boho Glam. I love it. I think it's so pretty, and I had so much fun doing it. I think my next journal probably will not be that glamorous, because from time to time I'd like to do something different, and probably it will be a little bit more grungy. I don't know yet. I hope you liked it. It's available in my Etsy shop. If you liked what you saw, give it a thumbs up. Give me a comment, leave me a comment. I'd be delighted, and I hope to see you again soon. Thanks very much. This was Martina. Bye bye.